The craziest fight in bare knuckle. When Mike Richman and Lorenzo Hunt fought at Knucklemania 3, it was one of the wildest fights I've ever seen in bare knuckle, and the backstory to it is even crazier. As Mike Richman, a former MMA fighter with a record of 18-9, and fighting as low as bantamweight in MMA, and when he transitioned to bare knuckle boxing, began to compete at the light heavyweight limit, or 175 pounds. And despite the size difference, was scoring brutal knockout wins, with a 5-0 record before fighting Hunt. And on the other end, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt, a failed MMA fighter with a record of 3-5, but managed to completely reinvent himself in bare knuckle, going 9-1 and winning the light heavyweight and the cruiserweight titles for BKFC, and winning most of his fights via knockout and having very good wins over Joe Riggs and Hector Lombard. And with Mike Richman winning the interim light heavyweight belt in his last fight, the stage was set for the two to meet at Knucklemania 3. And man, was this a crazy fight, as Mike Richman would put a beating on Lorenzo Hunt in the first round, hurting him multiple times and walking him down, landing at will, and dropping Lorenzo Hunt with a vicious overhand near the end of the round. And after getting up from the knockdown, Lorenzo Hunt would score one of the most vicious come-from-behind knockouts you will ever see, catching Mike Richman with a right hook in the last 10 seconds, putting him to sleep. An incredible fight with one of the craziest endings you will ever see in bare knuckle. An incredible win for Lorenzo Hunt, but unfortunately for Hunt, he would taint the legacy of this fight by popping for steroids 1 year later after losing to Mick Terrill. Way to go, Lorenzo.